Got my parents to come over last night after the Sunday radio show. Took my wife to CW, getting all these great reviews. And it was just an unspeakable piece of propaganda, a film trying to endear George W. Bush to the public. Liberals were going, and you could tell they were liberals. Some were even wearing Barack Obama shirts around us. And understanding him and loving him, and he was being resuscitated, basically. He was being built back up as some type of idiot savant, poor little darling, and he can't help it. He's a mindless, holy rolling Christian. Meanwhile, all the real reports are George Bush is vicious to all of his underlings. George Bush constantly is partying still. He's part of Skull and Bones, Bohemian Grove, all the gay porn stars being shipped into the White House. Just unbelievable activities by him. And it doesn't matter. It's all a left-right paradigm, crazy, well-meaning, stupid Christians on one side and loving liberals on the other. And George Bush Sr. is wonderful intellectual who wants to give us a wonderful new world order. They even talk about the new world order and, we need the new world order, not a system of the world falling apart that George W. has brought us. And oh, my goodness. I wrote a whole page of notes once I got home last night, but I was real tired at like 10 o'clock, and for some reason, what I'm going to talk about won't even scratch the surface of what I witnessed. And it isn't that we're just reviewing some movie in Oliver Stone. It isn't just about this movie W. It's about the sales job of the coincidence theorist in our society who say government's just a bunch of well-meaning idiots, and they just screw up, and they don't know how to tie their shoelaces or even talk, and they don't mean anything. And, they really thought the WMDs were in Iraq when all the documents show they premeditatedly lied. But not once you've seen this movie. I mean, there were people going, and some woman behind me crying, and all these neocons in the audience just lovingly looking up at George Bush. The person playing George Bush. And again, Josh Brolin, I've met him. I think he's a great actor, but I'm really disappointed in the fact that, he's a handsome, smart, articulate guy, and he looks a lot like Bush in a way, but like a good-looking George Bush, whereas George Bush is a seedy, burnout-looking, demonic-looking George Bush. He's kind of like, James Brolin is kind of like Superman. James Brolin, that's his dad, the 9/11 truther. Josh Brolin, his son, let's say Superman. And then we have the Bizarro Bush, that's the real Bush, is kind of the parallel I would draw there.